So standard deviation, has always got to be at least 3 places for me. If I remember, I'm going to tell you to round the mean to like a couple places or something. When in doubt, bring the mean to a couple places at least. And now just figure out what the t-score is and try to do this next part. Try to put everything in, get the error. Yes?
I just have a question of type that I don't know the color stuff.
So you got the points in there? So hit stat. Count.
And just one.
One versus this one. Make sure it's list 1. Cool.
No, it's two.
No, oh, you put it in list 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Put second. Yeah. All right. Enter. Yeah. Kick ass. Did you put in list 2 because your list 1's gone, or just because?
My list one was already filled with like stuff, and then like I don't know how to delete it
Oh.
and like clear it.
So edit. Go up to list 1. Up. There we go. Now hit clear. Edit.
I literally tried pressing clear button multiple times and I didn't have those.
You got to make sure you got the list 1 highlighted. Huh? No. She just said because she had data in list 1, she didn't remember how to kill the data. Oh, so show me. So it's that. Oh, wait. You don't want this there. You don't have a frequency list. Yeah. Coolness. All right. So to get the t-score, what's my degrees of freedom? What's my n? 7. So what's my degrees of freedom? 6. One little mistake people make is they'll put 6 here when n is actually 7. So the degrees of freedom is only just there for a second, just so you can look up the right t-score and then cross it out or something. Forget about it. So which column am I going to look in for the t-score? 98% confidence, so the second column, I like it, 2% outside. And I'm going to stop at 6. So I want to use 3.143. That's pretty big, right? You guys understand what I'm saying? If that was a z-score, that's 3 standard deviations away. That's pretty big. Why is it kind of big? Because our sample's so small. So we're really not sure about our S. So I got to make my interval even bigger to make up for that. All right. Some of you guys look like you want to hurt me, but I'll be all right. So 3.143. And now you've got everything you need to throw in there. We figured out X bar. We just figured out T. We got S up here. And we know N. So, I mean, do you see how structurally the problem didn't change at all from Z to T? You just use a different chart and put a number in the same place as you would have a z-score. So I get for the error 6.8. So then I get, if I do, now, did I show you guys this? This is a really tiny shortcut, but you can store that answer in X, and then I can do, look what I can do, 78.29 minus X and 78.29 plus X. Bam! So anywhere from 59.61 up to 96.97. So why is that? All right, first off, how would you classify that interval? It's talking about grades. Is that like a good interval? Like, or what does that say? Anywhere from what to what as far as a grade?
60 to 99.
So anywhere from an F to an A. So is that like useful? No. So it's fine. I'm not saying that any of the work we did was wrong. Why is it such a crappy interval? Sample's very small, right? And I wanted to be 98% confident, which is going even a little further out, right? So the confidence interval has so many things working against it. But that still tells me that with the sample I took, I can't really say much. I'm not going to report this to somebody.
Well, we found that students made anywhere from an A to F, so
Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you for that. I knew that before you walked over to me. But again, it doesn't mean anything was wrong with our work. It just means, oh shit, I probably want to go take a bigger sample. I got to do something if I want to be able to say something with this. Yes?
I'm confused how we got 59.61
Oh, are you cool with 18.68?
Yeah.
So now you just add that to this band and subtract it from this band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so plus and minus that, 11.
Okay.
So it's, our sample mean is the best guess, and then the confidence interval just improves on that. That, if I just said I got a mean of 78.29, you think that it's a C, everything's great. The confidence interval tells me, yeah, I got 78.29, but holy shit, I'm really not sure about that. So it gives you that extra little piece of information about how certain they were with what they saw. Not very. So, here we go. Let's look at this bad boy.
Again?
What do you mean again? We haven't looked at this yet.
Chart 93. Last one, right?
No chart. This is not a chart. This is just data. You guys see that? This is data, just like there was there, but is there 7 here? No, there's a little bit more than 7. You can team up with one other person if you want to, or you can do this yourself. It's up to you. I've got the steps down here at the bottom. Do them. Please make sure that the choices you make are truly random. There are many different ways. We've talked about them, about how to choose samples. The simplest way is to drop a pen and see where it hits and then take that number. You with me? You don't have to do it that way. You can do stratified, cluster, you can do, just don't do, I'm going to pick all the 90s. Is that a good sample?
No.
No, holy shit, right? You're eliminating all the people that got lower grades off the bat. So you don't want to do something that's going to leave any possibilities out. So go for it. Pick 20 grades, and then basically do exactly what we just did. But instead of 7, I got 20 now. And I will tell you this, when you're done with your work, I'm going to ask you to put your interval up on the board. So it's not good enough to sit there and drop ducks. That's not. Yes. Oh. Did you get the data in there? So put the data in. So here's and then when you get the data in there, you just use stat calc 1 bar stats. So you can double check. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Anybody else need that in your life? Big collection of numbers?
So you said stats?
Stat, calc,